Carpe Canis when hunting up in North Texas, and I'm going to stop right here and apologize because I'm behind on my videos. I've got 2 more hunting videos in the works, and I've got a thermite review video in the works, and I am just behind. And once again, I apologize. I was hunting on the far right-hand side of the screen waiting for hogs. Hogs didn't show up, and after a few hours I decided to leave, and I'm driving down the road when I spotted this coyote crossing the road. I had to move up to get a position to see the field that it went into, and by the time I had my rifle out, the coyote's out there way at 330 yards. Now, getting out to that point, the coyote was in and out of view several times. Unfortunately, at this point, he is in a spot where the vegetation is very low, and I've got a pretty good view of him. As I get lined up for my shot with about 18 inches of holdover, and he goes right down, and despite my best attempts to recover him, once I started getting sticker burrs in my crotch, that ended my search. Moving on to the next property, Carpe Caster. I first got this property for the purpose of hunting beavers, but I also hunt hogs here as well. And I'm getting video through my Bearing Optics Super Hogster LRF. And I'm going to be shooting some Hornady SST 123 green bullets loaded by Droid Hill Army and Starline Brass. He's out there at about an estimated 90 yards. I can't use the laser rangefinder because it bounces off the water. So even if the laser rangefinder gave me a distance, it would probably be something on the far bank and not of the beaver itself. I waited for about 30 minutes, never saw this beaver come to the surface, never saw it float up, and so this is unconfirmed. Carpe Sus, I'm back at the field with the horrible sticker burrs, and I can see hogs down there at the Well Road intersection. And so I'm going to get out of the truck and I'm going to proceed on foot as the hogs are meandering around doing their business. There's also some deer out in the field, which you'll see. Now these animals disappear from view quite a bit through this stalk because of the vegetation and the way that the landscape tends to roll a little bit. There's some ruts and low areas in this field, and so the animals just disappear from view. So I keep trying to move up to improve my view of the hogs, but the perspectives change and I move into another position and the vegetation's higher here, or they're in a lower spot, etc. Well, where they are right now is next to this telephone pole, and this telephone pole has rubs very low on the pole, and they look like hog rubs to me. This field hasn't had cattle in it for a while, and cattle rubs tend to be much higher on the pole. Pole isn't rubbed up there, it's rubbed down low, so it looks like this pole's seeing some hog action. So I continue to move up, and not a good view from here. Got some deer in an exposed spot off to the left. How do the hogs look? Well, one I could probably take a shot on, the other one not so much. I've moved up again, and now I can't hardly see the hogs at all. So there's actually 2 up there. And as I get closer, my view is not improving significantly, although the hogs are getting larger. So what are they doing where they are? I think they're rooting around. Where they were standing was close to these wallows that were probably mud wallows back when it was wet. And so they're right in that area near the telephone pole. And now I've finally gotten to a point where I think I can take a shot on them. They're side by side. Well, that definitely connected. And this hog is actually hit twice. The other hog disappears. And I think maybe I've lost him, but this ends up being the easiest recovery for a hog that I lost sight of because he expired on the road.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
The boar came in at 200 pounds, and that does it for this video. And I am off to work on the next video. Carpe sus, my friends.